Why is there no hype around 4th gen AMD Ryzen CPUs? Hello everyone, today I will be talking about 4th gen AMD Ryzen CPUs. I won't be talking much about the specs per se, but I will be focusing on why there's not much hype around the CPUs in general. Let's get into the first topic of the video. 3rd gen Ryzen just released. July 7th, 2019. 3rd gen Ryzen was launched, and with that, people were amazed with the great IPC increases. Core count increases at the top, and price cuts of the 3800X from the 1800X. The 1800X was a $500 CPU at launch, and with the 3800X being a $400 CPU at launch. Now let me rephrase, the 3800X was not the star of the show. It was just one example of 3rd gen Ryzen being better. There also has to be a mention of the 3900X. A 12-core CPU to the consumer AM4 platform is something never seen before. People got excited over that. And then the later released 3950X, which was an even greater CPU at 16 cores, still on the consumer AM4 platform. Usually CPUs with this high core count stay in the HEDT market, which stands for high-end desktop market. With these points here being, people are honestly still not used to 3rd gen Ryzen with the higher IPC increase and the higher core count increase. It's something all new, it's something that's happened pretty quickly, and so people honestly still have hype around 3rd gen Ryzen currently. We next move on to the release date of these CPUs. They were released 8 months ago, which may seem like a while ago to some, but in modern tech space that is still quite recent. With tech slowing down, people are getting more used to slower innovations of products. 4th gen Ryzen were released in 2020, but as said above, people are still amazed by 3rd gen and what it has brought, and aren't quite yet ready for 4th gen Ryzen. Next generation Ryzen CPUs will not release until later this year, but I still don't expect there to be as much hype around 4th gen as there was with 3rd gen, even if 4th gen is just as amazing. We shall wait for the later months to come, because we will still get a little bit of hype buildup. 4th gen Ryzen may or may not have as much of a performance increase as there was from 2nd to 3rd gen Ryzen. There have been several sources saying that 4th gen will have these massive IPC increases, but in my eyes it seems unlikely. But then again, who knows, I may be wrong. If 4th gen Ryzen only has a few percent IPC increases, then there won't be much hype around those CPUs, and I assume people will buy used 3rd gen and sometimes still buying used 2nd gen CPUs rather than being excited to get a new 4th gen CPU. There will still be some people going from 3rd to 4th gen, but not a whole lot, so don't expect the prices to plummet instantly if the performance increase is not that great. My second to last topic about this video is not everyone has even upgraded to 3rd gen Ryzen yet. Personally, I'm still in the 1800X, and I think I'll be here for a while. Not everyone can afford to upgrade CPUs every year, but they may be able to do it every few years, and with what I said about 3rd gen having a lot of hype, that hype still lasts today for people who do not have the latest and greatest. I still hear people upgrading the 3rd gen Ryzen to this day, and I believe it will still continue for a while, as some people are late to the party, like myself. I don't see myself upgrading anytime soon, but if I do, it'll probably be a 3900X, and hopefully I can get one for cheap. The last and probably the most major part of this video is that there's not much news around 4th gen Ryzen. Usually before a product launch, there are many leaks of such products which can build up hype for the item. This brings me to my next point of next gen Ryzen, in that there has not been very much news coverage on these CPUs. I'm not saying there has been none, but there definitely has been a shortage of articles talking about the new CPUs coming out this year. This right here is why there's no hype around the CPUs, as no one has heard much word about them, and with no one hearing something about an item, they won't know what it will be or really just anything about it.